Star Australian Open Badminton Championships are the 8th stop on the MetLife BWF World Superseries, and why not take the opportunity to catch some of the wonderful, wonderful locations here in and around Sydney. The beaches are just divine. The North Shore, Bondi, and some great locations, and a great chance for someone to take a break and just enjoy life. We are enjoying the badminton here at Homebush Centre, and here are the rankings, Jill.
Yeah. Yes, the destination Dubai rankings, which only take into account results from Super Series events. And there you can see the Olympic champions, Jiangnang, Zhao Yunlei, at the top of the list there, despite losing in the very first round last week in Indonesia. So the number 5 seeds, Prapakamol, Thoungthongkam, up against the Germans, Fuchs and Michels. What a tour they've had so far. Well, as like the women's singles, by semi-final stage in the mixed doubles discipline, 4 different nations represented. And as I was saying a little earlier, that's a really healthy situation for World Badminton. We can see that the other semi-final, the brother and sister combination of Marcus Kido and Pia Bernadette, have gone down to the number 6 seeds from Korea, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na.
Okay, again. What you choose, green or red? Green, please. Green. Yes. Okay. Nanti you red.
Wayana from Indonesia are
green.
On par for this one.
What you choose?
Grace Chia will be the service judge.
Start here. Okay. You serve?
Yep. Well, I always get surprised if players don't choose ends now that we have a scoring system where you score every rally. Under the old system where you could only score when you were serving, I can understand why a player would choose to serve, but nowadays I can't understand players that don't choose ends, because as we've already talked about, inevitably in these big stadiums there will be a slight drift, so there's got to be a preferred end from which to play. The question is, with each pair or each player, do you prefer to start the good end or the bad end? So that's the only thing that may differ from player to player. Well, when you think that these 2 pairs are ranked number 8 and 9 in the world, this has all the trappings of a very, very good semi-final. Prapakamol and Thoungthongkam, number 5 seeds, as you can see. And they have been as high as 2 in the world ranking. They came down to the Australian Open a couple of years ago, lost in the round of last 16. And my goodness, didn't they have to struggle in round 1 and round 2. But yesterday, against the new Malaysian pairing of Chan Peng Soon and Lai Pei Jing, well, they look very impressive indeed. If you were with us yesterday, you would have enjoyed that, and you'll know that Prapakamol is a bit of a character. Never know what you're going to get with him, but he's always entertaining. Sometimes can be a little hit or miss. So to Michael Fuchs and Michels. Michael, 32 years of age, a graduate in sports science, doing a PhD at the moment in sleep deprivation. There we are, number 9 in the world ranking. First appearance here in Australia, and what a first round victory they had over the European champions and Olympic bronze medalists. Of course, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen won the premier Super Series event last week in Indonesia. So for the Germans to beat the number 3 seeds in the first round, and the manner in which they beat them, I thought that was very impressive indeed. Of course, quarter-final against former Olympic champion Lee Yong-dae with his new partner Shin Sang-chan. Now this will be the 5th meeting between these 2 pairs. And if you're a German fan, that's obviously is slightly ominous, yet to register a victory against the Thailand pair. Last time they met was in the last 16, of that French Open. As you can see, it was a very close encounter indeed. So, Huayana of Indonesia, Grace Chia of Singapore, our service judge.
And as the players complete their warm-up, let's welcome into the commentary team Mark Michels. Mark, this will be a very entertaining match. Love the way the Thai pair performed last night and the way they played.
Yeah, they're certainly a very exciting pair. I'm really looking forward to the contrasting styles between the pairs as well in this match. The Thai pair were fantastic yesterday, and it's just great to see the Germans being down here in Australia and doing so well already in the tournament, now through the semi-final stage, and you know, it's really exciting to see how diverse the standard is at the Australian Open this year.
Are there any differences in game styles between, say, the European players and the Asian players?
Well, I think that you'll see the Germans probably trying to push the shuttle a lot slower and out to the sidelines in between their opposition, trying to take the pace off a lot more, vary the pace a lot. We tend to see the Asian pairs driving and playing a lot faster, so it'll be really interesting to see how this pans out.
And of course, in the quarterfinals, Sudkit was really athletic and pounced on anything loose that he could, you know, do a smash and get high, get lots of elevation. He just looked at every opportunity to execute that shot.
Yeah, he's a very dynamic, exciting player. Wanders round in between points, though, as if he hasn't a care in the world. Yeah, look at them. We're about to start a semi-final. They're watching the adjoining court. It's so typical of him. But don't be alarmed. That's just him. He will be, as when this match gets going, he will be really focused in. Oh, that's interesting. He's got a little vest on. Michael Fuchs.
Michael Fuchs and Birgit Michels, Germany. And on my left, Suket Prapakamol and Thoungthongkam, Thailand. Thoungthongkam to serve to Birgit Michels. Love all. Play.
So the number 5 seeds from Thailand, Suket Prapakamol and Thoungthongkam, against the unseeded Germans of Michael Fuchs and Michels. Now, of course, for the Germans, as indeed for the Thailand pair, this is their third tournament in 3 weeks. We can see that Fuchs is wearing, well, a little support on his, I don't know whether that's to protect the calf muscle or whether that's an Achilles problem. We noticed that he had a little vest on, doing a Roger Federer there, maybe a bit of a back problem as well. Yeah, just snatched at that.
2-1.
Yeah, little block to the centre of the court there from Michael Fuchs. Well, that's what you were suggesting that they probably should do.
I think that's usually the best way to play the European style, is to take the pace off and certainly draw their opponents into positions they're not comfortable with.
smash. Crouch defence there from Michels. Going wide. That's another interesting difference, I think, between the European and the Asian style. You do see the European women doing the crouch defence, whereas the Asian women tend to come back in court side by side with their partner and defending in what we call the normal way.
Pushed it wide again. Just finding their range in the early part of this first game.
Of course, the Thailand pair, former winners of Super Series titles, 2 of them to be precise. Last Super Series title was the Indonesia Open 2 years ago, 2012. And in fact, that's the last final that they've been in. 2 years ago. Their opponents, the Germans, of course, in the final 2 weeks ago. Oh, confusion there. Oh, this is a run of 4 straight points by the Thailand pair. Clever.
She played that well, didn't she? Just a good choice to play that clear into the cross court and then moving forward to the net.
Of course, the Thailand pair had initially got the Germans out of their favoured formation. Standard formation of mixed doubles is the man at the back. Obviously, men are physically stronger than women, and therefore you need to make use of that by them using the big smashes from the back of the court, and women tend to be more flexible and more agile than men, and therefore twisting and turning and reacting quickly at the front of the court is where they're better than men. So obviously you want the woman forward in court and the man thundering down smashes from the back. So one of the tactics, of course, Mark, is to try and get a pair out of that favoured formation.
And often the difference between the two is how quickly they can get back into their comfortable position.
That's very close. Wide. Well, Michael Fuchs
Michael Fuchs and Michels challenge call out.
Yep. They thought it was in. It was the sideline in question. Oh, that's very interesting on the coach's bench. Oh, it was out. Oh, that's a challenge. Forfeited.
Unsuccessful.
Challenge. Only one remaining now.
Michael Fuchs and Michels, 1 challenge remaining. 7-5. Service over 6-7.
Sarah Lee is a captain in the Air Force. Her partner is a sergeant in the Army. They were telling me that obviously she outranks him, and that causes a bit of friction, I understand, when they're on the badminton court. She can't order him around. So in theory, she should be able to.
Yeah, that's right.
7-all.
That's lovely defence from Sara Lee. Well, I'm not sure about the choice of shot there, Mark.
8-7.
Sometimes when you're caught out of position like that, you just want to play a 50-50 shot and get yourself back in the rally rather than going for something which was, I think he was looking to go for a winner here down into the centre of the court. Probably would have been better just to play it in, continue the rally.
Service over. 8-all.
Well, even the practice serve doesn't work. Well, we talk about it all the time, the importance of the serve and the return of serve. And if the shuttle isn't really skimming over the net, then it can be pounced upon.
9-8.
We had the benefit last week of Michael Fuchs joining us in the commentary box, and it was very, very insightful into his personality and his insistence that, you know, even in the pressure situations, the big matches, even when you're down, you've got to remember to enjoy yourself. This is why you play badminton.
It's a great attitude to have.
Yeah. Short. Well taken. Oh my goodness, when she had to be careful there that she didn't hit that before it shuttle had crossed over the net.
Always a bit nerve-wracking when the shuttle's up there. You're not sure whether it's going to come over.
Oh. Service fault called, struck above the waist as the service judge. And it means that the number 5 seeds Prapakamol and Sara Lee Thoungthongkam have a 1-point advantage at the mid-game interval of game number 1.
BWF World Superseries semi-finals.
Well, the Thailand coach, full-time coach, whereas here the two coaches are players. Johannes Schuttler, nearest to us, who of course is the men's doubles partner of Michael Fuchs. It's nice to see that teammates have stayed here in Sydney even when they're out of the competition, offering advice to their teammates.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and obviously sometimes the other players can give you a bit of an insight because they've been in that same position.
Well, there's certainly a little nod of approval of what's been said to them or what they're intending to do.
Wait. 11-10. Play.
Thoughtful attack there from Fuchs.
11 all.
He didn't overcommit at any time. He was in good position, managed his position in the court, forcing the error.
Oh my goodness, what's he doing? All right. Legitimate threatening at the front of the court there from Prapakamol. Hasn't really got the flow that I was expecting so far. I don't know why that is.
It's sort of been more like one pair has the ascendancy and then the other one has it, but the rallies haven't been very even. It's almost like the contrasting styles are not working well together.
I think the strings may have gone in the racket of Fuchs, yes. Indeed, it's just as well his partner finished off the rally.
12-13.
You probably played against the Thailand coach, did you? In the men's doubles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a number of times. He was a fantastic player. Very exciting.
Oh, that's nice. Here he goes again. Yeah. Good rally by the Thailand pair. Two really extravagant drop shots, really. Look at this movement and jump from Prapakamol. Oh, it's very effective.
Service over 14-13.
I somehow feel, in my mind, Mark, that the Germans are actually being given free rein here. They're playing the way they want to play. And from a neutral's point of view, I'd like to see the Thailand pair actually saying, you know, Michels, you can't have full control at the net. We're going to try and take that away from you. And I don't think they've done that enough so far.
No.
Yeah, that was much better from Sara Lee, wasn't it? Rushing forward.
15-13.
Sara Lee really is critical to their partnership. She is the creator from the front court, so to set it up for her partner, she has to move forward early. She has to take the shuttle early and really try and put pressure on the opposition.
Yeah. And I do think that there is perhaps frailties in the defence of Michels that could be exploited, and that was exploited well in that rally. When she stands her ground, and sometimes using that crouch defence is more effective for her. When she is pushed back like that, she sometimes struggles.
I'd like to see them try and just concentrate on taking the pace off when the shuttle's coming hard at them, just blocking the shuttle
Germans?
back. Yes, the Germans.
Okay. He touched it.
Service over 16-14.
Yeah, umpire spotted it. We had an incident yesterday in the quarter-final stage where a player hit the shuttle before it landed out and the umpire hadn't seen it, but umpire today, very alert to that. There you are. What were you saying about pushing deep?
17-14.
That was a perfect example of what you were talking about earlier. That one. Backhand from Fuchs.
And he didn't overhit the shot that set the rally up for him. He placed it there and then was able to move very quickly forward. Classic mixed doubles.
$18-14.
3 points away from this opening game. Take that 2 points away.
19-14.
Telling reaction after the rally from Fuchs. Clever. Initial drop shot, exactly what you were talking about.
20.
I think sometimes you can fall into the trap of just going hard at the shuttle all the time and smashing it as hard as you can. And I think this is a good example here. He played the drop shot to set up and then was able to move forward quickly.
So on a run of 5 straight points, the Germans now have 6 game point opportunities. Sounds like a little topspin there from Suket.
15-20.
That's great play. Oh, we've hardly seen any of that from Sara Lee earlier on in this game.
20.
Rushing forward to the net, taking command of that front court position. 2 game points, well saved. That's clever.
17-20.
So 3 game points have come and gone. Another 3 remain for the Germans. Clever.
Shot.
But Michael Fuchs equal to it, and the Germans have taken the opening game against the number 5 seeds, Michael Fuchs and Birgit Michels. 1 game to the good in this semi-final. 21-17, the margin of their victory in game number 1. And they really are looking very, very good at the moment. 21 minutes for game number 1. Well, I suppose the question is whether the Thailand pair need to really sort of change up their game plan.
I think what we saw there was that they often got caught out of position. Suket is so athletic, but sometimes when he's smashing full cross court, as what happened in that last rally, he can find himself well out of position when he does that. He really needs to choose the opportunity wisely.
It's not just the ability to play shots, it's playing them at the right time. Well, the opening game, Germans seem to have the upper hand from the front court area, and that was due to Michels. But I think the change of pace, as you predicted, Mark, that really was the key factor. Well, not quite ready. Michael Fuchs. Yeah, something in his eye. Bit of feather or something. So 1 game to the good, and I have to say that it's a very welcome return to form by the Germans, who had to withdraw from 2 events earlier on this year, the All England Championships and the European Championships, where, of course, they were obvious medal contenders because of an injury to Birgit Michels. Yeah, I mean, what a tour they've had. Final in Japan. Played well in Indonesia as well, only lost to the world champions, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir, in 3 games. That was in the opening round, so not the best of draws, obviously, in Indonesia. Well, that was pity from the German point of view, because they managed to get Sara Lee to the back of the court. Couldn't capitalise.
Fantastic intercept there. Fuchs had set that rally up. Watch there. She's quite a tall girl. She was able to jump up and...
Yeah, she is tall, 178. It's 5'10".
Service over. 3-2.
Very, very good play
Service
from
over.
Michael Fuchs.
3-all.
And I really like the smash through the centre of the court on the first. The first smash kept him in good position in the rally. That smash there, and then he gets the easy put away.
Service over.
I'd like to see more of that from Suket at the moment. In comparison to his form yesterday in the quarterfinal, we haven't seen that really sort of dynamic, exciting style. I'd like to see more explosive play. No, that's not going to help the Thailand cause. Flick serve. Coming in there on the defence from the onset of the rally.
Play.
What a clever return of serve.
Service over. 5-4.
One of these rackets in apology. Hitting their opponents. Yeah. Get it past the net player. Try and make the shuttle land in front of the rear court player, so Fuchs was having to stretch forward.
Two can play at that game.
Service over. 5-all.
I don't think Sara Lee was too happy with Suket there.
Service over. 6-5.
Oh, that is just delightful.
Service over.
That's the perfect mixed doubles play, really.
6-all.
You don't need to smash everything. It's all about control, court management, perfect placement.
Seven, 6.
It's a good serve. Yes, well, ideal rally again for the Germans.
6.
Staying in their favoured formation, mixing up the pace, mixing up the angles. That's nice.
9, 6. No drink. Forget.
Well, Suket just pointing to the fact that opponents are also taking a quick time out. So 4 straight points coming from behind the German pair. Yeah, he's delighted with that.
10-6.
Just really controlled aggression throughout that rally. He didn't overcommit. I think that's what he was happy about. The fact that he managed his position all the way through.
Well, it's a run of 6 straight points to go to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage. 33 minutes into the match, and the Germans looking very good indeed. Do you understand German?
Not a word.
I thought you were going to give us a quick translation there.
I could say that you should keep doing what you're doing. It's working. Keep locking Sudke out of the rallies. I think he's not really having any impact, and Sara Lee really doesn't know. She's not really having much of an impact at the front court either. So I think they just need to maintain the control, not overcommit themselves during the rallies.
Yeah, don't get yourselves off balance. Don't go for things that aren't really on. Choose the right time. What a run of points by the Germans. 5-6 down to 11-6 up. And as far as the Thailand pair are concerned, number 5 seeds, they've got to turn this around. They've got to stop the run. And I'd just love to... Oh, dear me. Did he hit her with the racket?
7-11.
They certainly got in each other's way there. There was some confusion.
Whose was it?
Whoever gets there first, usually.
Oh, that's a great interception. That is wonderful play from Michels.
12-7.
We talk a lot in mixed doubles and in any doubles events about racket readiness, and she certainly proved her worth there. Racket out in front.
Looking for it. The Thailand pair is a little bit lucky to get away with that.
12.
Yeah, look at Michels. Just waiting for it. Just couldn't deal with the pace.
Service over 13-8.
Look at that. Look at body language, if ever there's how not to look on court. But he does care. Look at him.
He's laughing about it now.
Clever smash again across the body of Sara Lee. Now that's what we want to see from Suket Prapakamol.
14.
Delays this right until the last moment. He's been smashing just about every lift, and it was perfectly disguised.
Now that's the sort of rally I expected from the start.
10, 14.
Faster pace, better movement. Oh, I wonder, have they left it too late? 4-point deficit, not insurmountable. He's very, very thoughtful and clever about the placement of his smashes, Michael Fuchs. Yeah, just the whole contrast in body language between the two pairs makes me suspect that it's just a matter of time until we see the Germans in their second final, 2 weeks after competing in the final in Tokyo.
Service over 11-16.
Has to really be now or never. The Thailand pair have got to make a move. They've got to change something up.
You just like to see them try and lift their intensity a little bit. They seem to just seem a little bit down.
Yeah, a little bit flat.
Now 5 points down. But
Look on the skin. Look on the skin. Sara Lee. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, in their wrong formation. Sara Lee to serve, not Suket. Well spotted umpire.
Service over 17-11.
It just looks to me as if the Germans want this so much more than their opponents. That's a ridiculous thing to say. It's a Super Series semi-final. Everybody wants to win and get into finals and win Super Series titles. It's the elite tier of tournament in the world of badminton. And psychologically, it's important to show your opponents how much you want it. We just haven't seen it today from the Thailand pair. Haven't seen that outward desire.
12-17. Service over 18-12.
Just 3 points away, the Germans, from a third Super Series tournament final. They have to go back 4 years to their first appearance in a Super Series final, 2010 French Open. Second final, of course, 2 weeks ago.
She's played well at the net today. She's definitely been on.
19-12.
Yeah, good performance by both of the German players, no doubt about that in my mind. It's gone long, and match points have arrived.
Match point 12.
8 of them, to be precise. Oh my goodness, I almost fell over. It is a third Super Series tournament final that Michael Fuchs and Birgit Michels will contest tomorrow. What a performance. They beat the number 3 seeds in the very first round. Now they've defeated the number 5 seeds. That's lovely to see. Good sportsmanship from the Thailand pair. But all credit to the Germans today. They simply played tactically a much, much better game than their opponents. 21-17, 21-12, as they thank their teammates for their support and advice. And Fuchs and Michels through to the final. So they will be absolutely delighted with that 2-game victory in the semi-final. Well, as Mark pointed out, the dominance at the front of the court from Birgit Michels, a key factor, but I also have to sing the praises of Michael Fuchs. His variation in attacking play really was outstanding. Really showed they wanted it, and indeed a 2-game victory to be through to tomorrow's final. So 2 of our 5 semi-finals have already been completed. Next up is men's doubles, and the former World Junior Champions from Malaysia, Hoon Tien Hao and Tam Bu Hyung, up against the Koreans. That's next up on semi-finals day.